Well, all right. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of YouTube. Pastor Dow here. Well, oh boy, do we have a lot to talk about. Man, do we have a lot to talk about. If you followed me last Friday night when I was on my broadcast, I do a weekly broadcast called Straight Talk every Friday night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And of course, somewhere in the process of that particular broadcast, what I speak about, I spoke about silver. Also on Sabbath morning, I briefly gave a little bit of advice about silver. All right, and I'm gonna tell you what I said behind the scenes to some of the brethren, what I'm gonna be doing, what's probably gonna happen. Okay, right now over here in the West, silver, at least that's what they're trying to convince you, is that it's done crashed to $72. That is what it's saying. All right. And what stopped the fall? Well, what stopped the fall? The same as usual. Who always bails out the big banks? The Fed does. And they do that without the people's consent. I told everybody that silver is going to pull back to 75. One time I mentioned 73, and it did. It pulled back a lot today to 73, but it ended at 72. And I told them that is a buying opportunity for you, at least here in the West. Now, you got two different markets going on. Here in the West, they deal in paper contracts. That's how they price silver over here. Over in Shanghai, they deal in physical. And you know what the price is right now in Shanghai? $89 an ounce. That is the real price of silver right now. Now, right now, we got a big gap. Notice it's 72, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 89. They talking about somewhere about $16, $17 gap. Right there, that's going to be closed very, very quickly come the 1st of January. When this market crashed, it happened at 2 a.m. in the morning while we were asleep. Also, I was riding today listening to, Sirius XM, in CNNBC, and going around the different financial things and listening to them. I was utterly appalled and mute how very little, if any, if they even sneezed anything about silver. And I'm telling you right now, banks are hemorrhaging. They are at the seams. They're trying to get you to think that the $72 pullback is the actual physical pullback. It's just the physical metal, and it's not. It's paper. It takes 5 ounces of silver in paper, if it was a paper contract, to actually show the worth of it with 1 ounce of real silver. And what's happening is a blessing for us. It's still a blessing. And like I said, right now, I personally think that when the Fed infused, I think they said $34 billion into the system, at what they call an emergency injection, I'll tell you what I'll do. It's a buying opportunity. You can pick you up 5, 10 ounces of silver, do it. Because right now, I'm telling you, it's still on the cheap. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds crazy. And I know that some of you got scared and wanted to just sell. Some of you probably did when you saw it drop. I haven't told anybody that's in our congregation, that's in the ministry. I always tell them this. Let me give you a disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor, and I do not give financial advice. I can only tell you what I am going to do. And that's exactly what I'm doing. And if I wake up in the morning and the silver price is still sitting at 72, 73 in paper contracts, and let me make sure that I put emphasis on that. When you see that price reflecting on the exchange over here in the West, this side of the world, that's paper silver. That's not physical silver. That's debt silver. That's contracts that is old. All right. The real silver is over in Shanghai because they deal in physical, and that price is $89. And if it wasn't so, if it ain't so, think about this for a second. Right now, if you had the ability to take a dump truck load of silver from the United States of America to China, of course, the majority of it would cost you a lot in transportation. You could turn around and allegedly buy silver at $72 an ounce. At least what the United States markets is trying to get us to see, trying to reflect it to us like that. It's so and it's not so. And you could take that dump truck over and unload it and get you a good old profit from 72, a good $17, $18 profit right there. But it just simply ain't happening because it's just not true. It's all an illusion. That's what it is. They in these computer systems that they have certain things that happen. And I don't know everything. I have to do like many of you do. I have to go out here, and today I heard somebody making a video, and I could tell you don't even know what the hell going on. You're trying to speak as if you really truly comprehend and understand everything that's going on, and it could get people out there who don't know anything about what's happening. But for those of us who do know what's happening, y'all, if y'all check this out. Your pastor has literally been spot on ever since I've been talking about silver again. I have been spot on. I ain't missed nothing. Batting 1,000, I haven't missed nothing. And I still say this. Wait till after New Year's and you watch and see. You're going to know that the bottom is in because silver is going to do nothing but rebound in the paper contracts. It's going to try to close the gap with physical that's over in Shanghai. And you're going to watch it go up and 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 up. And I usually tell people, I can't tell you what you should do. I can only tell you what I would do. And right now, it seems to be going well. I can't believe it. Now, I sit up there and think about this for a second. Go to 11, 12, up to 2022. 23, 24, 25, we're going to embark on 26. You know, that's 11, that's 14 to 15 years of patience that we've had to endure. That's a long time, man. A lot of people ain't got that kind of patience. 14 or 15 year patience, man, only to be manipulated, only to get our hopes up high and then crash again. But we can always count on the good old Federal Reserve, to bail out the banks. But guess what? You ain't getting bailed out. Nope. You got your credit cards are maxed out. You ain't getting bailed out. You ain't got nobody to call on. They're going to put you out. That's the kind of bailout you getting. But the banks always get bailouts. The airlines get bailouts. Everybody gets bailouts but the people. And when you have physical silver, you telling them, I don't care about your so-called bailouts anymore, any longer. I don't. I'm sticking with the physical. And this physical silver, if you got a little bit of silver, it's going to make thousandaires or millionaires out of a lot of you. And of course, my investment is, what do you do from there then? Because you still need to keep some physical for the next generation. So I can't tell you what to do. I know you need to not have all your eggs in one basket. That is for sure. And damn sure don't be trusting in the dollar. That is for sure. So we get ready, all right? We get ready. We'll watch this rebound. We'll watch to see everything they got going on, and we're going to be happy. But listen, I called this. I called it Friday night. I called it Sabbath morning, and I'm telling you now what's taking place. Don't sell your position. If anything, hunker down. At least that's what I would do. Buy. Buy, 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 buy. I'd like to see what Max Kaiser and Stacy are saying. I ain't heard him in a while. I don't know if he's still on or not, but I'd like to see what he got to say on this because he was one that he knows this thing too. All right, y'all, blessed night. King coming.